Ah bah super. On arrive sur un menu où s'inscrire. Non, non, on s'inscrit pas. J'en ai rien à foutre. Salut à tous. On va découvrir Bassmaster Fishing 2022 sur PlayStation 5. J'espère que vous allez bien. Appuyez sur n'importe quel bouton. C'est parti. Personnalisation de l'avatar. Ok, donc ça a l'air d'être des vrais pêcheurs. Là, il y a des personnages prédéfinis. On va prendre lui. Bon, on va prendre lui. Il me paraît bien. On appuie sur Start, ok. Plan du site. Commencer le didacticiel. Let's go. Lac Hamilton.
Welcome to Dovetail
On est chez
Games
Lévis.
Bassmaster Fishing 2022, the official video game of bass, where you can experience the exhilaration of competitive bass fishing. Cool. Now that
Ça
you're
a
in your
l'air
boat,
honnête
have a look
graphiquement.
around and get comfortable. This boat will soon feel like your second home. Hey, you look like a pro already behind the wheel of that boat. Nice work. Let's find a spot where the bass are gonna be and start fishing.
Ça va, hein, c'est plutôt propre. En l'eau est pas dingue, hein, malheureusement. Ah, l'eau est pas dingue. C'est dommage. Désolé, je baille. Il est 2 h du matin où je fais la vidéo. J'ai pas pu la faire avant. Là, je pense qu'on va se concentrer sur le tuto, comme ça on aura les bases. Vous verrez un peu à quoi le jeu ressemble. Si tant est qu'il y ait des gens potentiellement intéressés par ce titre.
You can only get up on the deck and switch to fishing once your boat has slowed down and come to a stop.
Carré pour passer en mode pêche. Ok, contrôle du lancer de base. Ah ouais, de
This
base.
spot looks good. This may be just the spot you've been looking for.
Allez, il y a des
When
petits
you're
reflets
ready,
dans l'eau et tout.
let's make a cast.
D'accord.
You see that thing dangling at the end of your line? That's called a lure, and it's a key bit of equipment to use to attract a fish. A lure can attract a fish at all times, but is far more effective when moving through the water during your retrieve. There are a few different retrieval techniques, but for now, let's start with the basics and perform a consistent retrieve. Do this by reeling in at a consistent rate. Retrieval movements mimic how prey and bait move through the water. Combine that with colors and materials of different lures, and you'll impact your chances of getting bites. You can also control how deep some lures move through the water by increasing or decreasing your reel speed.
Ok, L2 pour mouliner la ligne. Ok.
Don't get disheartened. You're not going to get a bite on every retrieve. So cast out and retrieve again. Remember, the longer your lure is in the water, the better chance you have of actually getting a bite.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh
When
non,
a fish bites, you want to set the hook in the fish's mouth in order to give you the best chances of not losing that fish during the fight. Do this by performing a strike. A strike is performed by quickly pulling the rod up and away from the fish's location. But the timing of the strike is very important. Perform too early or too late, and you're at risk of losing the fish. but mastering this timing is something you will improve over time with practice. Great, now it's time to fight the fish. Once the hook has been set in the
Parfait,
fish's
mauvaise
mouth,
touche.
it's going to do everything it can to get away from you. Your job is to make sure you bring it
J'ai
home.
foutu.
Initially, fish will dart, run, or thrash while trying to escape, which is going to put more tension on your line and hook until the fish either breaks free or runs out of energy. But we can combat that by relieving the tension during the fight. The tension system can be controlled through rod movements, reeling, reel speed, and the drag system, of course, to increase or decrease the line tension as needed. Remember, you're also at risk of losing a fish if the line tension drops too low, which commonly happens once a fish becomes fatigued. So be observant of how the fish is behaving throughout the fight, as being able to recognize when and how you need to increase or decrease the pressure during the fish fight will have you catching more fish consistently.
La vache.
So as you reel the fish closer to the boat, it's time to land the fish. If the fish's energy has been fully depleted once it's within grabbing distance, you can automatically land the fish.
Il n'y a pas moyen de le
You can
faire
attempt to
taire
grab
juste
the
2
fish
secondes.
and
Là, juste tu me
land
dis
the
comment
fish
jouer, mais
early. Grabbing a fish is
mais
all
vraiment
about
tu
the
t'es,
time.
mec.
When initiating the grab
C'est
action, a
insupportable.
landing
Tu parles
icon will
trop.
appear to indicate the timing you need to match to successfully grab and land the fish. Successfully grabbing
Oh
a
là
fish is
là.
a great way to land a fish faster, which can save you valuable time in a tournament. But it's also very risky, as failing to grab a fish will spook that fish and cause the fight to continue, putting you at risk of losing the fish.
Ah, je l'ai raté.
Nice
Ah non, je l'ai
catch.
eu.
You'll be awarded points and experience for any fish you catch. But this little bank runner isn't even the species we came here to target. So let's release it and get back to fishing. Let's try a different equipment setup and see if we have better luck targeting bass. Your boat is equipped with multiple rods and reels, so you can have many different rods set up and ready to fish at a moment's notice. Open your inventory and let's see the rods we have in this boat. Different boats can hold different amounts of rods.
Oh putain.
The inventory
Putain, il
screen
n'y aurait pas le
shows
doubleur,
all
ça irait
rod
tellement
setups
plus vite.
that are stored in this boat. You can see a list of all the rods, and when one particular rod is highlighted, it shows you the full breakdown of its setup. You can select and change any part of the rod setup using equipment you already own.
Après, ça a
Or
l'air
you can
vachement
purchase
complet.
new items and equip them. It's a great idea to have multiple different rod setups ready and waiting for use. That way you can quickly get your lure back in the water and change your tactics in a split second. For now, I have already set up another rod for you. Select the second rod and let's try again.
Ouvrez le choix de la canne pour sélectionner canne 2. Hop. Ok. Alors, on va pêcher maintenant. Piti piti. Piti.
Darn it. Okay, don't panic. Getting snagged is just part of the fun of fishing, especially when you're targeting those lunkers hiding in the cover. As you can see and feel through your rod movements, your lure has got
Ah,
stuck.
d'accord, on peut carrément
And we want to make
coincer
sure
son
it's
fil de
free
pêche, quoi.
so we can get back to fishing as quickly as possible.
C'est vachement
By
poussé
using
leur
the
truc, quand même.
combination of rod movement, reeling, reel speed, and adjusting drag, you can dislodge the lure from the snag. But don't go doing it all at the same time and don't do it too hard. If you snap your line due to too much tension, you will lose your lure and everything. If you want to save time, you can simply cut the line and re-rig or swap to another rod.
Ah, attendez. On va essayer de le décrocher. Si on comprend ce qui se passe. Faut être dans le vert. C'est un peu comme les crochets dans les jeux.
There you
Ok.
go. Once your lure is free of the snag,
Magnifique.
get back to fishing and working on your retrieve. Getting snagged can be a real pain, and even if you've successfully freed the lure, guess what? You can get snagged again.
Piti piti.
But
Oh,
this is why we
un
risk
gros.
fishing around snag-filled areas. Sure, there's a risk of losing equipment, but the payoff is getting bites of giant fish like this. Okay, you got this. Just like last time, let's bring this one home. It's gonna take some more effort though, as this fish is bigger, stronger, and even more aggressive. Keep your cool.
Okay,
You're
superbe.
getting close now. Remember, you can choose to grab the fish or wait for their stamina to run out to land it.
Mais je vois rien là, putain, avec ton tuto de merde. Les
Boom
pauvres nazes.
shakalaka. Now
Oh,
that
bon, je
there
l'ai eu
is
quand
a
même, mais
lunker
bon.
for sure. Great job. You will get awarded more points and experience based on the size of the fish you land. Well, that's all the time we have for
On a
fishing
fini?
today.
D'accord.
Let's jump back into the driving seat of this boat and head back to the boat dock. You don't have to worry
Ah, il y
about
aurait
how
pas eu le
fast
tuto
you're
là, je l'aurais
traveling
chopé en
back
plein
now.
vol le poisson.
But it's worth being aware that when you're competing under official tournament rules, you have to return to your initial starting point within a certain time to be officially weighed in and have your score counted. Failing to arrive back to this
Oh.
point at the assigned
C'est-
time
mais c'est un
will
des
cause
pires
your
tutos
final
que j'ai pu
score to
faire,
be
quoi.
deducted based on how late you arrive.
On dirait qu'il
Or
parle à un
even
débile
worse,
mental
if you
là.
arrive
Oh,
too
c'est
late,
trop lent.
you'll be disqualified and
Oh,
score
je sais que la
nothing.
pêche c'est un truc lent,
So
mais les
always
gars.
keep in mind what time it is and the distance
pas
you
besoin
need to
d'un
travel
doubleur,
when
hein.
competing. Drive into the assigned area to finish up here.
Si tu sais pas lire, t'achètes pas un jeu de pêche, bordel. Ah, ça a l'air vachement typé simulation. Vraiment le pire tuto du monde quand même. Ah mince, je suis parti dans le mauvais sens. Ah, ça permet de se balader. C'est plutôt fluide, regardez. Non, c'est pas mal, c'est pas mal. Ça casse pas trois pattes à un barracuda, mais c'est pas mal. Il y aurait peut-être presque un petit délire The Crew 2 là, non? Avec les rafios là. Ce serait marrant qu'il y ait des courses de bateaux de pêche. Oh, je suis pas sûr. Hein.
And there we have it.
Magnifique, on arrive à quai.
Successful fishing trip.
Ah, je pense que
I had
pour
my
les fans
doubts at points
de
today,
de
but you
pêche,
pulled through,
ils peuvent
and
s'y
I think
retrouver
you
dans
got
ce
a
jeu.
future.
Après, il y
I
a
know
tout
there
un
was a
délire
lot
de
of
tournoi,
information
hein,
to
je
cover
crois.
today, some of which is going to take time to perfect and master. Still, you should be proud of yourself, as what you displayed today are the skills and techniques used by successful pro anglers. Well done. I'm proud of you, and I can't wait to see you on the water next time.
See you later. Ouais, c'est ça. Il y a un mode carrière et un mode online. Pas mal. On va s'arrêter là. Je vous avoue que le tuto m'a achevé. Donc je vous ai montré un petit peu le tuto de ce Bassmaster Fishing 2022 sur PS5. Salut à tous.